对的。要人说那个。
你問老師啊，你至犀利啊！校長啊！ 2.5度。几个对象是？
几个来？
Good morning, everyone. The university is proud to acknowledge the lands and the people of the Mississaugas of Scugog First Nation. We are thankful to be welcomed on these lands in friendship. The lands we are situated on are covered under the Williams Treaties and are the traditional territory of the Mississaugas, a branch of the Greater Anishinaabe Nation, which includes Algonquin, Ojibwe, Adalma, and Potawatomi. I am pleased to introduce Kathy McLeod-Weaver. Kathy is a proud member of the Mississaugas Ojibways of Rice Lake Alderville First Nation. She is a loving wife, mother, grandmother, sister, friend, and auntie. The bear is her clan. Kathy has dedicated her 35-year career to working in the area of Indigenous health. Kathy's passion lies in supporting strategies to address culturally safe and equitable access to care for Indigenous people in their health journey. And she believes that Indigenous culture contains everything we need to know to walk this journey. Kathy, I respectfully offer this sacred tobacco with the request for an honor song for convocation. Kathy will now share with you the significance of an honor song before performing one for us today.
As you heard, that was my spirit name, Tobacco Woman, and you heard that from Bear Clan. I love listening to that introduction of I wrote that, and it grounds me, when I think of my family, being a grandmother, being a mother, and I find it very comforting to hear those words, that's what I carry as a woman. The song that I'm going to offer today refers to
now call upon Ontario Tech employee Amy Windsor to perform the national anthem. Please rise if you are able. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. As a cross et porté, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you, Amy, for sharing your voice with us today. Everybody, please be seated. Chancellor Fraser, President Murphy, honored guests, including those who are joining us today through our live webcast, and especially our soon-to-be graduates. We offer our warmest welcome.
Amazing day. Here we are on our beautiful campus. I'm going to report up the weather. It's probably the president. He's pretty good at everything, so I'm going to give this one to him. Graduates, you seem a little bit like reserved, like this is not a big day or something like that. Like you graduate every day. So I think we need a bit of energy going here. So what we're going to do is on the count of three, we're going to pretend like we actually really understand what the guy in the wizard costume is doing up here. Okay? The guy in the wizard costume, the chancellor, I have one superpower, and that's the ability to give you a degree. That's it, nothing else. But today, bit of a big deal. Okay, so most of the time, I'm the fourth most important person living in my house. Okay, and I only have 2 kids and a wife. So, with that perspective, that's why I'm getting a dog. I'm not getting a dog. I'm not ready to go to 50. But today, I'm going to get a really good welcome because nobody here wants to come back and do this again tomorrow. Unless there's something to do. If not, then you can graduate with the faculty as well. I can arrange that. But I think most of the people here want this to happen today. So why don't we do this? On the count of 3, okay, I'm going to get all the graduates to make some noise, to make the chancellor feel very welcome, okay? So this is, I never get to talk about myself in the third person, but I'm going to do that today because one superpower, okay? On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, let's hear it. And a certain stage, you're like, I've learned everything, our parents and friends, my parents can't teach me anything, they don't know anything. Parents, supporters, on the count of 3, let's show them how to do a real welcome, okay? So, because these graduates, they think they're going to walk across the stage and they're super smart. Let's teach them what energy is and how to welcome people, okay? So just the supporters, not the graduates, you can relax, no pressure, okay? Just sit there, be happy, and oh, stop picking on me, that's great. Supporters, 3, 2, 1, let's hear it. Okay, this is the best group of supporters I think I've ever seen. It's energy. Maybe graduates, we could try to match them. Okay, let's try this again. It's just the graduates, okay? 3, 2, 1. Just what I'm going to do, on the count of 3, we have some friends in Durham College. They're doing whatever Durham College people do at the moment. I'm not quite sure what it is. They're German, okay? We just say whatever it is they're doing. We're going to wake them up now. So on the count of three, we're going to have everyone together as loud as we can. Show some Ontario Tech pride. We want to be here. It's going to kick us off. It's going to be a good mojo. Ready? 3, 2, 1, everybody. Incredible supporters. What a great day. Here we go. President Murphy, Provost Livingston, members of the Board of Governors, the incomparable honor song performer, Kathy McLeod-Beaver, esteemed guests, Ontario Tech faculty, staff, graduates, family and friends, thank you for joining us on this amazing day on our beautiful campus in the heart of the amazing region. It's truly an honor to be here today to offer my warmest greetings to the incredible class of 2026. Today is all about you. The hard work, persistence that you put in has paid off and brought you here today. The late nights, the questions, the breakthroughs, and all those moments, big and small, that have led you to this remarkable milestone. Education changed my life. It was made what seemed impossible at one point feel possible. I was the first person in my family to go to university and the first male to graduate from high school. That has shaped my experience and how I see the world. It taught me that education is more than a path to a career. What you've learned, stay curious, challenge old assumptions, pursue excellence, lead with integrity, and never forget the impact that even one thoughtful choice can have on everyone around you. As that great Canadian philosopher, Drake, has said, thank you. I'm glad, thank you for the 12% of people who got the joke, okay? Sometimes it's a journey that teaches a lot about the destination. By crossing the stage of convocation, you have unquestionably arrived at a destination. You will have many more goals to set and destinations to reach in the years ahead. But today, this particular destination, your graduation, will always be part of your life. This is a big deal. On behalf of the entire Ontario Tech community, congratulations to you, the incredible class of 2026. Enjoy this moment. You earned this. We're so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you very much.
Good morning, class of 2026. How are you? You ready to do this? Yeah. It's a little tepid, guys, but we'll keep working on it. Today marks the culmination of years of your hard work, sacrifice, persistence, and growth. Each of you arrived at Ontario Tech with ambitions, uncertainty, and potential. And today you leave as graduates prepared to shape the future. This moment belongs not only to you, but also to family, friends, mentors, faculty, supporters who encourage you along the way. Their belief in you helped you bring to the stage today. And while every graduate's journey has been different, there is one thing you now share. You have proven your ability to adapt, persevere, and succeed through challenge. And that matters, because you're graduating into a world being transformed at extraordinary speed. Artificial intelligence is reshaping industries. Technology is changing how we work, communicate, learn, and solve problems. Entire sectors are transforming in real time. But moments of disruption also create moments of opportunity. And as Ontario Tech graduates, you're uniquely prepared for this future. You've learned not only how to use technology, but how to think critically about it. You understand that innovation alone is not enough. Leadership requires ethics. Progress requires responsibility. And technology must ultimately serve people. That idea is at the heart of who we are. You will enter workplaces where the pace of change will continue to accelerate. Some of the jobs you will hold in the future may not even exist yet, but your value will never be defined only by your technical knowledge. Your greatest strengths will be your ability to think critically, collaborate, communicate, adapt, and lead responsibly. Technology cannot replace human judgment, it cannot replace empathy, and it cannot replace courage. It cannot replace people who are willing to challenge the assumptions and improve the world around them, and that is now your responsibility. Graduates, the future is not something that simply happens to you, it is something that you help to shape. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're incredibly proud of you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fraser and President Murphy. I now call upon Dr. Teresa Stotesbury, an Associate Professor in Forensic Science from the Faculty of Science, to address the convocation.
Hello and welcome everyone here today and those attending virtually. Hi. The 2026 graduating class, hello to our Ontario Tech Student Leadership and Administration team, the faculty members, staff, parents and loved ones in the back, esteemed guests, everyone, thank you for coming here today. I'm Teresa Stotesbury and I'm a forensic chemist and materials chemist at the Faculty of Science. So, graduates, today's a pretty special day, right? Yeah, I say so. Wow, right? All your hard work. Who had countless hours learning complex mathematical, maybe computational models? Some of you biological systems, some of you chemical reactions, physical phenomena, forensic investigative processes, experimental research, or my grad students. It's all paid off. This is an undergrad student. It's a huge achievement, and I'm honored to be here celebrating with you today. Do you know, today is a little bit extra special for me too. Do you know why? It's my son's first birthday. And you might be asking, like, okay, Teresa, like, that's cute, but why are you talking to me about this? And I'll tell you why. I was really thinking about the overlapping days. And it got me really thinking about celebrating milestones, right? Big milestones. And how do we celebrate in my family? We celebrate over a nice, funny, family shared meal at the table. And then it got me thinking about, okay, what is it like now to be a scientist, quote unquote, at the table? Or, you know, I'm going to use that at the table language, it could be around a circle or anything special and important about a meal or something like that for you, a gathering. So for the next few minutes, I would love for you to humor me. I want us all to visualize us hanging out at this shared table. Even you at the back, hi, you're at our table too. Because I have this hypothesis. I should give you one last experiment as scientists. If you're graduating with a science degree, right? Yeah, okay, we're here for science, right? I have this hypothesis that being a scientist at today's table is a combination of pleasure, purpose, and privilege. Okay, and so, but in order for me to, really say this, we need to collect some data, right, to support or refute this. So congratulations, on top of you walking across the stage, getting your degree, you are going to be part of another science experiment. So if you could all turn to page 3.14 in your pamphlets. I'm just kidding, this is 3.14. There's a rep, research ethics, participation, consent sheet. I'm just kidding. But what I do want you to do, especially for the graduating class, if you are nodding in agreement, if something like aligns with you, when I ask a question, wave your hand, say hello, hoot, holler, it's all good, it's your special day. So I have 3 questions. Your first one is, when you think about, this for the graduating class, when you think about the moment you arrived at Ontario Tech until now, can you say that you've learned something? I hope so. You have. Woo! Perhaps maybe something that really sparked your curiosity. Maybe you participated in a laboratory, a tutorial, a lecture that was, can I say this, actually fun, right? You're in the right spot, it's science. Maybe you learned something so interesting that you wanted to share it with people. Maybe you wanted to share it with your family. Maybe you wanted to share it through your socials. Let me know, raise your hands, do you have to do? Did you learn something that excited you? Yeah, awesome. So congratulations. You've demonstrated today that it's an absolute pleasure to be a scientist. You get to be at the cutting edge of understanding of how things work. You get to learn is the best part about being a scientist. And I urge you to never lose that curiosity. And isn't it even better when you get to share what you've learned and your knowledge with others? Say at a family dinner table, maybe a board meeting, maybe to a colleague down the line in a disparate field. Yeah, so as new graduates in science, it's now your job to engage people from all walks of life at the table in scientific knowledge, research, and inquiry. You carry the power and the pleasure of curiosity, of uncovering something new, of collaborating with brilliant colleagues, contributing even to a small piece of humanity's understanding of the world. That was deep-ish. But we're not done yet. Okay, question 2. Within your academic journey, did you get to try something new? And I'm really looking at, this time more at the kind of research-focused undergrad and graduate students. Did you discover something new? Did you have the opportunity to tell people about it? Maybe at conferences, through scientific publications, some sort of knowledge translation. And undergrads, did you learn something new? Yes! Awesome! Congratulations! The purpose of your hard work is already making an impact in the world. You have added to our collective growing body of knowledge. And then at the heart of this, there's usually a purposeful and passionate scientist. And if I may say so, you've been taught by the very best. The Faculty of Science is stellar. And if I can take a moment to brag about our research community here, we are a very interdisciplinary and unique faculty. You have this unique coming of the minds and your experiences. We always punch above our weight in research at the speed. It requires you too. In order to have it, you're integral members of our thriving research communities. You give us purpose too, and you're valued scientists at the table. And so we can't wait to see what's next in store for you. It's a long experiment, okay, last question. Okay, this is for everyone. Within your academic journey, did you ever have an experience that made you challenge your perspective? Did you to think about everyone at the table, quote unquote, and that they understand the depth and breadth of scientific perspective from all voices around the world, including those who are not at the table. Right? And so it's our job to speak truth and fact, especially in the age of misinformation. It's our job as scientists to provide unbiased and factual opinions. Your expertise, passion, and opinions make a difference. Okay, well that's enough for me. I have to go back to the lab, obviously, and calculate all these results and fully evaluate my findings, but I think preliminary results look good. So in conclusion today, I'm going to leave you with the motto that I live by. It's short but sweet. Work hard and play hard. Work hard, come to the table every day to make the world a better place. Do things like try to mitigate the climate crisis, contribute positively towards solutions in social, criminal, and humanitarian justice, and be the innovators and future leaders of tomorrow. No big deal, right? You can do that. So thanks for listening to me today. Congratulations. Cheers. We're so proud.
Thank you, Dr. Forsberg. And now for the moment that so many of you have been waiting for. Would the candidates for the following degrees please stand if you are able? Doctor of Philosophy, all disciplines. Master of Science, all disciplines. And Bachelor of Science honors.
A big round of applause for Dr. Scott's great speech there. That was incredible. In your book for page 3.14. Okay, I was just going to get to the next 3 digits of 159, but she suckered enough of you in there, so I thought that was great. And although I don't have this form total power. I think just for today, we're going to rename her Professor Roxburgh. Okay, so that was awesome.